Ladies and gentlemen, the champs are back. The 2022 Monktonian U18 AAA champion Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights are back on home ice after a fantastic weekend away across the pond in Moncton, coming away with a 4-3 win over the Fredericton Caps in this one, but we'll get more into that after O Canada. So as I mentioned, Knights coming off of a big weekend for the program, winning its first Monktonian title over the Fredericton Caps, league rivals, and they look to face off against another league rival in this one in the Moncton Flyers. Flyers coming into this one are 6-6, 2-1 against the Knights are 12-1. Regular season stats are those. One end of the goal, we got Hudson Bradley in for the Knights, and at the other side we got number 29 for the Flyers, Simon Cormier. Both teams coming off of big weekends. Knights the only one able to get it done though, and the puck's dropped, and here we go. Moncton rims it down towards Bradley. He'll let that one fly past his stick. Now all the way down into the Moncton side, it's the defenseman Collette down there for the Flyers. McKenzie's pressuring him though, as is Ryan Harper. Sanchez will move that one on to Cormier. He'll look to take a shot, rips that one wide, and Harper will get the rebound at the blue line. Harper has Hughes with him, but they'll elect to dump in and go for a 5-for-5 line change. 0-5 defenseman Nathan Mossy will let his D partner Justin Smith get that one. Now Knights are going to try to come on the counter attack, but that one's just out of the reach of Dawson Sharkey. Cam White with it now, trying to cut into the Knights zone, gets pressured out of it though, so he'll just rim it down behind the net there as the Knights and Mossy look to break out. Pass intended for Sharkey off the skate of McDonald. Moncton coming back with it now. Sturgeon hits the wide, Flyer streaking in, that's Daigle. Smith, good job on the back check, able to break that one up nice and free. And here come the Knights. McDonald tries to lay one in, but doesn't end up reaching the stick of Dawson Sharkey. Knights AP Cam Walsh out on the ice with Connor Pierce. We've seen that D pairing a lot over the past couple weeks or so. Walsh has really grown into this role on the Knights team as Campbell streaks in, looks to drop it back door. No one home though. Pierce will take a wild shot at the net. Walsh will keep it in. Evan Nicholson with it now. Player of the week for the Atlantic region. Now McPherson down low, looks to Campbell, doesn't get there. Collette intercepts that. Definitely a man that the Flyers missed last time that they were in town. Only 13 skaters as Campbell will lay out his man. Pierce with it again. Former Wild defenseman. Moncton coming up with it again here. Cam White Chips one past Finn Morris, and White will meet Andy Thompson behind the net. That one just about went in, but didn't have any luck on that one. Just off target. Now Cam White with it again. Tries to put one down towards the goal. Doesn't reach it. Moncton's going to have to go again. Brennan Murphy at the red line for the Knights. Captaining this year's Bulk Carriers Knights is Murphy. Ryan Dwyer will fire one up towards the direction of Carson Griffin, and Griff will enter in the blue line before getting intercepted by the Moncton Flyers defenseman. Moray with it. Chips it off the boards and allows his team to get a change as Mossy will try to leave one for Harper, but he's not there in time. And Zach Wheeler will come in with it. Alternate captain for the Flyers, one of the most dangerous players in the league. Oh, and did I mention he's only an 07. He'll be having lots of eyes on him this year with the QMJHL entry draft upcoming. Mossy tries to pinch on Cormier. He gets it over to Hughes, who will turn and fire and get the forecheck activated for the Knights. Flyers with it again. Cormier, the power forward, will shoot one low to the glove side on Bradley, and that will give us our first whistle. So with 16:05 left to go, only one shot on goal, and it's that one, and it belongs to Cormier of the Flyers. Knights win this draw. McDonald will lay it off for Pierce, who tries to find McGuigan, but that one will roll by him on the half wall. Pierce again now with it. He'll try again, but doesn't succeed. Walsh hold up. He'll hand that one off to Pierce, who looks for the long stretch pass, but doesn't get it as McDonald put his stick in the way. Pierce again with it. Knights really having some trouble breaking out of their own end here. As another failed attempt by Pierce. That's 3 failed passes in one shift. He'll try again, though, for a 4th, and he gets it that time. Here come the Knights. McGuigan with it will drop it off to McDonald. He'll look towards the goal. That's a good tip there by Sharkey, but Cormier comes out strong, takes out the angle, and he'll cover that one up. So a great first shot here for the Knights. The McDonald line with Sharkey and McGuigan trying to spark some offense here for the White and Gold Knights today. Knights win it off the draw. McPherson looking for an outlet. He'll buy some time while his teammates get set up. Nicholson down low. That one passes by McPherson's blade, and the Flyers are now going to have a chance to counterattack. Cam White, great pressure there, and the Flyers are going to get a chance. Andy Thompson will eventually get it out of the scrum as a delayed penalty now coming up here against the Flyers as Boudreau touches up. It's going to be a head contact penalty, and it's going to be on Boudreau, and this is going to be the Knights' first opportunity on a power play. So Zachary Boudreau, the 07 forward, although you wouldn't know it just by looking at the size of him. So it's going to be a 4-minute here. So Knights are going to have lots of chances here to try to convert on the man advantage. Moncton slightly getting the advantage in both of the special teams categories. Moncton's penalty kill 90% here as a flying shot comes in, bouncing puck. Griffin took a swing at it. Here are the Knights again trying to cycle. Andy Thompson with it. Lays it off McDonald. Cross ice looking for Griffin. Reminds you of Jude and Ross last year on the power play. McDonald again with it. Pressured well by Sanchez. Puck thrown to the net. Rebound. Good job there by the Flyers to tie up Murphy. Flyers managed to get the puck out. Forwards will change, and Andy Thompson will waste no time coming in, but looks like he maybe should have as Sharkey just couldn't get back across the blue line in time. So as we mentioned, Moncton's penalty kill, 90% on the year. Knights 88. So we got a little bit of an advantage here. Puck dumped down in towards Bradley. Knights are going to have to try to muster something up here. Zone entries haven't been the greatest thing so far early on this game. Their warm-up wasn't either, and whenever you see a team struggle in warm-up, that's never a good sign for usually the first period. And it looks like that's the case so far, as the Knights are really having some trouble connecting on these outlet passes. And there's another one, Griffin just off the skate of McGuigan, and here comes Wheeler with a shot. That one gets tipped up, good stick by Mossy. Knights are gonna have to regroup again. Nicholson drops it to Mossy. Mossy, he'll take a skate of his own. Crosses the red line and he'll just dump it in. 2:16 left to go on this Boudreaux penalty. Campbell gets that one chipped away, and Cam White's gonna shoot it down, and he'll be the first one on Hudson Bradley. McDonald pushes that one back down. The Knights will regroup again from their own end. Mossy again finds Murphy streaking in, lays it off to Griffin. He'll cut towards the middle with a shot, and a good save there by Cormier. He was able to see the puck and he made the save. Cormier on the glove side. The Knights have noticed not the strongest goalie. I believe all 5 of the Knights' goals against Cormier last time he was in the building were on the glove side. High or low, it doesn't matter, but they've been finding holes. McDonald into the middle. Good job there by Murphy, but doesn't get it on target. He was pressured well, but was managed to get the shot off. Bradley now behind the net again. He'll rim it off. McDonald pushing it back down to Justin Smith. Another player on the Knights from the Wild. Spent his first year in the green and red, and now he's shifted over to Charlottetown. Griffin, he'll enter the zone. Griffin big for the Knights in the Monktonian. Top 5 in team scoring. And about 3 breakaway goals for him that weekend. Smith will lay it off. McDonald to Smith to Griffin. Griffin looks to turn and shoot. Fans on it though, and Moncton's going to clear again. Murray got the stick to that one, and now Smith's going to be pressured hard behind the net. Great job there by the Moncton forechecker Weber. And here comes the Knights though. Ross Campbell, he overskates it, so he'll have to regroup, and he finds McPherson. 44 seconds left to go here on this Knights man advantage. Great job by Moncton so far killing it off. Knights not able to muster anything up. Campbell to Pierce. Pierce up top, quarterbacking this unit. Back to Campbell. Back to Nicholson. Shot, good save by Cormier. Able to get out again. Wrap around. Campbell can't convert. McPherson. Nicholson to Pierce. Pierce walks the blue line. Tries to find Campbell, but nowhere near the stick of Ross. Ross down low. Dwyer with it now. Looks for McPherson. Doesn't get it. Trying to clear as the Flyers. Eventually it squeaks over the blue line, and now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Not the greatest start for the Knights special teams, but an excellent start for the Flyers specialty teams. Here they come now. A shot. That one goes wide. Rebound pops out front. Good save, though. Finn Morris now. He'll take charge himself. Veteran defenseman. Cut in. Get tied up, though. Stick lifted, and puck trickles into the corner. Well, he'll battle for it. He eventually elects to go back to the blue line and let Carson McKenzie come in, who was pinch hitting for him. Shot down low by Thatcher Hughes. Never got to the net, and Carson McKenzie will battle for it with Weber. To Morris. To Thompson. Shot looking for the tip with Thatcher Hughes. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now the Flyers will come back the other way. Hendrickson. Float that one up looking for Leger. Doesn't get it though. And McKenzie will just let that one slide all the way back to the right-handed defenseman O'Brien. Good play by Andy Thompson to wait until the Knights didn't have too many men on. But it's deemed icing, and face-off will come back to the Knights' end. Much to the chagrin of Knights head coach Luke Beck. So he'll argue that one for the boys, but refs aren't going to have any of that one, as the Flyers are going to get a great opportunity with Cam White in the draw to convert for the red and black. White loses it though, and Finn Morris goes after it. Turnover in their own end again, Sharkey. But now McDonald has it, and he'll give it back to Dawson Sharkey. He'll walk in, shoot off the pad, rebound back out front, but Murray did a good job of clearing that one out of harm's way. Pierce puts it up towards the direction of Sharkey, but Murray will deal with it first as Sharkey hit it with a high stick and didn't want the whistle to go. Pierce with it again now. Leger has to wait as some of his teammates were offside. O'Brien tries to find Boudreau, doesn't get it though. That's Benoit Boudreau, number 11. Zachary Boudreau is 15 for this Flyers squad. Cam Walsh overskates the puck and is briefly pressured there by Wheeler, but Pierce will come out again for the Knights. Cormier, cross ice pass. Long shot in, good save by Bradley. Rebound back out though, and Sanchez tried to shovel that one in but had no success. Sanchez another shot, good save by Bradley as that one will sit right between the stick and the pads of number 30 for the Knights, and he'll cover up for a whistle with 8:24 left to go in the first period. Luke Much on the call with you for this one tonight from the Bell Alliance Center on the Carey Sports Complex here in Charlottetown, as a puck gets deflected up and over the netting and out of play. Nathan Mossy on the ice for the Bull Carriers Knights right now. The 5th round pick from Charlottetown in 2021 is looking to find his game again after a long injury, so just getting his feet back under him, and he's been looking better and better every game, as we saw in the Monktonian, just really taking big strides in their game as Griffin will send his man to the ice. And here is Mossy pressuring Wheeler. 3 Knights on 1 Flyer, and the Knights eventually will come out with it. Good job playing the numbers game there, as Murphy will just elect to dump and chase it in. Flyers again with it, enters the line. Not the smoothest entry, but no one's gonna matter. Knights again now. This McPherson, Nicholson, and Campbell line was the best line in the whole tournament. Just outstanding for the Knights in that one. Nicholson obviously 17 points in 5 games, and Ross Campbell took away the player of the tournament for the U18 division, as a turn and a fire by Nicholson doesn't go. Weber will rim that one around towards the direction of Hendrickson before Andy Thompson gathers it and fires it back in behind the goal of Cormier. Flyers looking to break out a very back and forth game so far. We'll float one in on Bradley, and he'll corral that one and cover up. Shots now 8-3 for the Knights after being down 1-0 early on. And while we have a second, I'd like to say a big hello to number 33 for the Knights, and now the Bathurst, Jack Howitt, tuning in. He's been definitely busy this year, got a little bit of action in last night's game with the Bathurst T10 to play a couple of minutes in his hometown, so always nice to see there. Howie, hope that you're doing good, buddy, and all the best to you this year. We appreciate you tuning in. Murray, long shot goes wide, and Knights are going to have to get to work again to stop the Flyers. Leger doing a great job of pinning the puck up on Finn Morris, and now O'Brien will get it, but he'll just float it right up into the netting. And the faceoff will come outside of the Knights zone. 6:15 now remaining in the first frame. In a 0-0 hockey game, Knights and Flyers, league rivals. Always a good game whenever these two come together. McGuigan now for the Knights over to Sharkey. He'll fan on his pass before getting it to Thatcher Hughes, the 06 forward for the Ball Carriers. Knights loses it, but McGuigan will come in and get it back only momentarily though. Pierce will waffle board that one into the Flyers zone where Flyers defenseman Sturgeon will be back, the 07 defenseman. 1 goal and 1 assist so far this year as McGuigan does a great job of coming back for Justin Smith to stop that opportunity for the Flyers. Sharkey. Walk in, shoot that one wide. All the way back out to Justin Smith at the red line as Benoit Boudreau wasn't able to corral that one. Hudson Bradley watches that one go behind the net where Pierce will pressure his man, and everybody will now collect below the goal. Zachary Boudreau looks for Benoit Boudreau. Doesn't get it though as he gets Mossy instead. Murphy crosses the blue line on his man. Good job though by Hendrickson to close him down. Collette, the defenseman, he'll take a stride up ice and he'll try to get to work for this Flyers team, trying to spark some offense in the final 5 of the first frame. Cam Walsh from the Pownell U18 AAA Taco Boys. Lay that one off to Nathan Mossy, who misses Brennan Murphy's tape, but icing is waved off and they'll get to change. And Finn Morris will come on, and that one goes all the way back down behind Bradley where he'll have to regroup and try to get going. Not able to though as Dumais will cut that one off, and a puck up into the netting with 4:02 left to go here in the first period between the Knights and the Flyers. Puck's drop, Moncton wins it, but the Knights have it. Campbell with McPherson isn't able to muster anything up, and Finn Morris will have to settle things down. Nicholson goes around his man, but Cormier gets to it first, and he'll now cover up, and he'll see the face-off come to his glove side. Knights not off to the fastest of starts. As we mentioned, warm-up didn't look up to par for them today, as clean or as technical as you might want it to be. Passes weren't finding the tapes of teammates. Pucks were flying everywhere. Shots weren't going on net. Not what you wanted to see. Puck hops up, long shot in and out of the glove of Bradley, and that one will trickle behind the net where Cormier is going to lay the body on to Evan Nicholson. Owen McPherson now out with it. Played last year at the Mount Academy. Owen now trying to strive here with the Knights, which he has been doing with Ross Campbell and Evan Nicholson, the three former Express players, all on one line, as Wheeler will streak in, shoot, and that one will go off the glass and all the way back down to behind the goal line, 200 feet back of where Zach shot it from. Zachary Boudreau crosses the center ice line and he'll dump it in. He'll look for Leger to get there first, which he does. Puck hops off the back of the net though, and Pierce will intercept. Collette then gets it again, run in too hard by McKenzie. Pierce, stretch pass to McGuigan at the red line. He'll turn and he'll try to fire that one down, but that's slowed down by a couple of Moncton sticks, and the Flyers are going to go again with Boudreau. Just crossing the red line and dumping it in. Flyers really trying to get the dump and chase work in here. We've seen it work many times before. Thatcher Hughes. That one pops out to Moray, but McDonald will go with it. Around both men, in on goal. Jonah McDonald looks for an outlet, but no one was in front. The closest person was Nathan Mossy, and he was in no position to shoot as a wild shot taken there at one of the boys, but no penalties called, and McDonald is going to go again. Looks for Thatcher Hughes. That one jumps over his stick and then below the goal, where the Flyers are going to regroup with Weber. Now DeJean. That one's intercepted though, and here comes Brennan Murphy streaking in. Shot, that one goes wide and will try to hop around, but it ends up behind the goal. Out in front now around Thatcher Hughes' stick, and the Flyers are going to get it back again. Weber. Great outlet pass, and here come the Flyers. Shot, but a good block there by Andy Thompson, and he'll block it and go. Andy gets that one poked away though, and a penalty will be coming up with 1:07 left to go here now in the first frame. Andy Thompson's going to have to sit for 2 as we saw how good the Flyers penalty kill was. Now let's see how good the Knights is. Flyers power play on the season sitting at only 11%. Knights penalty kill, as we mentioned, at 88% this year. Hendrickson to Boudreau. Wheeler intercepts though. Now they'll work it around. Hendrickson to Cormier. Tries to walk in, but that one kind of bobbles around and out of his reach. Cormier again though. Hendrickson. He'll float one on. Good block there though by Finn Morris. Boudreau. Wheeler. Hendrickson. Wheeler walks in, shoot right into the chest of Hudson Bradley, and he'll hold on to that one. Good 37 seconds killed off of this man advantage with 30 seconds left to go here in the first frame of a 0-0 hockey game. Great game so far between the Flyers and the Knights. Boudreau eager to get this one underway, and he wins it. Hendrickson. Wheeler walks in, tries to shoot. Fans on it though, and Mossy will 1-tee that one all the way down to Cormier. Hendrickson, the captain for this Flyers team. Move that over to Cormier, and he'll be pressured hard by Pearson McKenzie, and Karst will try to fire it down, but Weber gets in the way. Wheeler turns and he'll fire. That puck bobbles, but thankfully the clock is on the side of the Knights as this one will expire. So 0-0 after the first frame between the Knights and the Flyers. Good hockey so far. Shots 9-7 for the Knights. When we come back, 53 more seconds of a Knights penalty kill. But we'll let the Zamboni do its thing, and we'll see you in a few minutes here on the other side of this one. Knights 0, Flyers 0, end of the first. Well, Knights fans, welcome back to period 2 between the Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights and the Moncton Rally Motors Flyers here. A spirited battle, 0-0 so far as both teams look to get the first tally in this one. Flyers will get 53 seconds of power play time on a minor hooking call on Andy Thompson. The Knights are going to start off with Mackenzie, Murphy, Smith, and Mossy. Flyers, no surprise who's taking the draw for them. It's Zach Wheeler, the 07 forward for the Flyers. Mossy will try to shovel that one up, but Wheeler gets a glove to it, and he'll knock it down before Smith turns and fires. Hendrickson doesn't find Cormier with it, and they'll have to go back and regroup. Wheeler. Cormier spins his man at the line, Murphy. So he tries to get to work, but Murphy eventually outmuscles the much bigger Cormier, and he'll go on with it. Murphy now. Hendrickson turned it over to him. Shot off the skate of Hendrickson behind the net. Cormier hard on Murphy again. These two have been battling all game, and Murphy will head to the bench to a round of applause from his teammates. Smith rims it to Mossy, but he's not there in time, and Johnson's going to be there first. Off a skate, and Flyers are going to maintain possession only momentarily, though, as now the Knights Nicholson. Campbell. McPherson. Shot. Good save in and out of the gut of Cormier. Pierce. Trying to angle out his man Weber, but Weber beats him to the puck. Pierce now pokes it up to Campbell. He'll sidestep his man nicely, and he'll head into the zone with Owen McPherson. McPherson tries to find Campbell again, but that one's intercepted, and now Sturgeon will have it behind the Flyers cage. Turned over to Campbell, walks out, shoots. He had all the gloves side, just couldn't find the spot to put it. Sturgeon again makes a clean pass this time, and Daggle will cross the blue line. Rims it down low, but instead of going for the puck, we're just going to go for a line change and allow the Knights to try to orchestrate their breakout with it. And it all starts with Pierce. Now McGuigan looks for a streaking Sharkey. The puck eventually finds him. Shot just missed, glove side. Sharkey, that's where he scored his highlight reel, the windmill, and then the short side glove backhander bar down on Cormier last time he was in the Bell Alliance Center. Hendrickson will touch up on that one, the Flyers captain, and he'll go all the way down to the other end on an icing call. Knights with the puck now, crossing the red line. Sharkey to McDonald, cuts in, good poke check there by Hendrickson. Flyers captain leading by example on that one and gets a stick to the stick of Jonah McDonald. Boudreau, Benoit Boudreau turns it over. Andy Thompson now to Finn Morris. One over Hendrickson's stick, and Cormier will have it now, and he'll leave it behind the cage. Hendrickson again to Boudreau. He'll get shouldered into the boards by 06 forward Thatcher Hughes, and Hughes will regain it himself before turning it over to Leger. Harper tries to lay the body, has no success, and Bradley thought about covering, but then threw it out to Andy Thompson. Wheeler steals the puck. He looked to shoot, but puck rolled off his stick, and now he'll have to regain. Morris trying to do all he can to prevent that, and he's doing a great job so far. Now Harper in behind the nets, the Knights' goal. Hughes has Dwyer with him. Harper on the far side. Hughes tries to go through his man. Good effort by Thatcher Hughes, but not able to conceive. Knights again battling with it for the Flyers. Hughes takes a run at his man and sends him to the ice. That was O'Brien. O'Brien pointless through 12 games with this Flyers squad. Like to see some more production from the blue line. Not a whole lot on either teams, but especially on the Flyers. Mossy decides to throw that one in before Murphy will trip up his man Sturgeon, and he'll head to the box for a 2-minute minor for tripping. So this Moncton power play gets another chance here at the man advantage. This time one of the night's penalty killers, Murphy, will be in the box. So it'll be interesting to see who Luke Beck will substitute out instead of Brennan Murphy. Crucial to the penalty killing portion for the Knights. Nicholson and McKenzie to start this one out. So Nicholson just moving up a line from Campbell to McKenzie. Daggle leaves it for White. White pressured by Justin Smith. That one hops over the stick though, and now Carson McKenzie's going to have a chance. Cormier with it. Just about put it on the tape of McKenzie, but instead he finds his own man Sanchez. Fired all the way back down now. Collette will be the first one there, and he'll have to try to find an outlet before the back check of Owen McPherson. McPherson lets him know that he's there, and Collette will just spin and try to cycle it down low. Sanchez, Collette, long shot, good block though by Campbell, and he's got a breakaway. Ross Campbell in on Cormier. Campbell dangles, backhand, scores! How are you, Ross Campbell? A short-handed beauty on the breakaway. Will set the Knights up by 1 with 14:30 left to go in the second frame. Well, we saw Ross Campbell use the backhand multiple times this weekend at the Monktonian, including that overtime winner against the St. John Vitoes, where he bet Drake Patterson to the low blocker side. Ross Campbell makes no mistake again there on that one. Slots it into the open cage after he sent Cormier the wrong way. Hendrickson looking to get one back. Long shot in, blocked by Pierce though, although he didn't know it, but the puck's in the corner. Another long shot, misses the cage of the Knights. Cormier. Met up by Hughes. Shot in, and that one will be corralled nicely by Bradley to slow things down with 25 seconds left here on this Brennan Murphy penalty.
All right, fans, time to get out those lucky 50-50 tickets for today's draw. Here is the winning number for 100.
Wheeler in to take the draw against Jonah McDonald for the Knights.
1, 3, 7,
and the Flyers gain control. Cormier will move that one down towards the corner of Weber. Boudreau will have to come and help out. Great job there by the Knights defenseman Smith. Smith just rotating in and out between the two of them and doing a great job of keeping that puck to the outside of that home plate area. Penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5. Hendrickson with a shot. Wheeler's trying to be the first one there, but he's not. Hendrickson in again. Down low, Wheeler cuts out in top of the face-off circle, looking for a shot and a score. Bradley couldn't see it between the screen of McDonald and McGuigan, and the league's leading points getter is going to put the Flyers on top, or tied, excuse me. So Zach Wheeler, just moments after the penalty expired to Brennan Murphy, will throw them on top again. So 1-1 now. Just over halfway through the second frame. Knights and Flyers. Goals coming from Ross Campbell shorthanded. And now no surprise, Zach Wheeler. So both of the team's big guns. McGuigan cuts out in front. Doesn't get a shot off. Cam Walsh will rip one high and wide. That one's going to trickle all the way back to the point. Cam White looks for Boudreau. So that's Wheeler unassisted. Both right-handed shot power forwards for both teams. Sturgeon floats one in. Mossy, McGuigan now tries to chip it up to McDonald. Tries it again, and it doesn't work. Walsh will have to pinch up for giving it back to Mossy, who cuts close to the net, but no harm, no foul, and he'll move it up to Cam Walsh. Walsh to McDonald. That one's intercepted, though, by Daigle. Now McDonald with it again. Shot low to the glove, misses wide. Weber has that one seen float by him. Daigle on the wing, met by Andy Thompson. Angles him off and finishes his check. Johnson hops over his stick, and Harper will battle with him. Those two had words in warm-up. Murphy now tries to cross it over. Good chance for Brennan Murphy, but the great defensive play by Sturgeon will just hit off his skate and go into the glove of Cormier. There's no surprise Harper and Johnson are at it again, like how they were all through warm-ups. Harp's never a guy to shy away from a battle, as he's showing here, as they continue to have words while Johnson goes to the bench. So head coach Luke Beck going to stick out with this line. Great shift so far, but now Wheeler's going to come in on Andy Thompson. Andy's going to stay with him, though, force him to the outside, and Sanchez is going to have to deal with the defenseman Morris from there. Wheeler poked out. That one's batted out of the zone by Andy Thompson, and all the way down for an icing call with 11:23 left to go here in the second frame. Flyers are going to get another chance here on an O-zone draw to the glove side of Hudson Bradley. Good job there by Bradley. See that one through the screen as Hendrickson will throw that one back low. Griffin gets held up there by Cormier. The 214's going at it. Bradley stops it behind the net for Thompson, who will lay it off to Morris. Looks for Griffin. Griffin. Cormier sidesteps him. Sanchez now with it. Now Morris again as he'll try to clear while he takes a stumble. Harper's just going to dump it in towards Cormier, trying to force a whistle, but Harper's all tangled up with Hendrickson. This line now really getting tired here for the Knights. Harper's the last one to change, and on comes Owen McPherson. Flyers with it now. Moves it up. O'Brien. Long shot in on Bradley. Takes a tip and try to bounce back out. Legere. Boudreau now. Right at the hash mark of the face-off circle. Now Flyers with it still down low. Cam White taken into the boards by Justin Smith. Boudreau's going to have it again, trying to throw it out front. Good stick, though, but the Flyers maintain possession. Smith intercepts that one, and Pierce will have it now. Pierce looks cross-ice to Griffin, but that puck was rolling, and it's going to hop all the way down to the back of the cage, where Cormier will raise his arm for the icing, and down we go to the Knights' end again. Hudson Bradley has definitely been the more busier goalie so far in the second frame of this one. Obviously, that penalty by Brennan Murphy didn't help him at all in the final 53 of that Andy Thompson penalty, but Huddy's had to face more shots so far. McPherson will turn and fire, but offside is the call on this, so we'll get a whistle and we'll get a line change as the Knights go 5 for 5 over the boards here. And on comes the line of Ryan Dwyer, Caden McGuigan, and Carson McKenzie, all 307s on this one here. Going with some young blood on this line as McGuigan gets it, crosses into the zone. Gets that one taken away, though, but McKenzie's in on the forecheck. Takes a cross check up high, no penalty, though, and both teams will keep playing as Weber gets to the puck first. Mossy takes a long shot in. That's intercepted by O'Brien, and now he's going to turn the wheels on and go the other way. Sends in a weird knuckleball shot on Bradley, but he'll deal with it and we'll get going again. Long stretch pass for McGuigan. Gets tipped into the zone where McKenzie will start forechecking again along with McGuigan. Cam Walsh goes for a shot, gets tipped, and the Flyers try to break out the other way, but Jean blows the tire and Cam Walsh will regain. Cam Walsh so calm with the puck, just sidestepped the leading points getter in the whole league like it was nothing. Zach Wheeler had to go and do a double check, but that one's going to float offside, and we're going to have yet another whistle here in the second frame. A lot of stop and go hockey as 8:37 only remains. Sanchez wins that one for the Flyers. Wheeler's going to cross the line with it, tries to find a pass, but that hits the skate of Andy Thompson. Wheeler up top, long shot, up and down and wide. Thatcher Hughes trying to get in there, but he's blocked off by Cooper Cormier. And now the Knights are just going to float it up, and Thatcher Hughes is the first one there, but it doesn't matter as the puck bet him to the goal line. And that's once again another icing for the Knights. Flyers definitely coming out of the gate stronger here in this one. Shots now 13-12 only for the Knights. Knights haven't had a shot in over 5 minutes. I think that Ross Campbell goal might have been the last one that they had. Turning a fire there by Cormier, but Bradley got lucky with that one as that just hit him and went over the net. Thatcher Hughes isn't able to get a stick to it, and Sanchez is going to go for it before Cormier gets it. Cross ice, Wheeler was there. The puck wasn't. Just wide was that one, and McDonald's going to chip it up to Thatcher again. Hughes back to McDonald. McDonald has Sharkey on his far side. McDonald tries to take his man. Hendrickson's going to step up and block that one out. Thompson. Pierce to McDonald again. Pretty passing play in their own end, and they try to get going. Hughes tries to tip it in. Doesn't have enough mustard on it to get all the way behind the cage where Cam White is now. Sharkey takes a run at him as Thatcher Hughes will just block his man in, Hendrickson, and he'll give him a shot as they eventually evade the zone. Smith off the boards looking for McDonald. Just about finds him, if not for Collette. Smith with it again, pinching. Fails though as 3 Flyers were right on him. Pierce curls and he'll get going. Intercepted though, and Boudreau will bat it back down to White. White behind the goal. Bad angle shot off the pad of Bradley, and he'll cover it up with 6:41 left to go. Flyers now more shots on goal than the Knights. Knights were on top the whole game except for the first shot, so definitely the Flyers are turning the tide a little bit more than the Knights would like to here in this second frame. Besides that Ross Campbell goal, there hasn't been many opportunities at all. Pierce gets tied up there, but Griffin's going to try to go in for it, as is Murphy, as is Harper. Pierce in with it again. Now moves it over to Justin Smith. He'll try the long stretch pass. Murphy was open, but a good job there by the Flyers, but too many men's going to be the call on the Flyers, so looks like it's going to be a Knights power play. So Knights are finally going to get a chance to get going here. As the Flyers are going to get called for too many men. So not exactly what you wanted to do. The pressure is all Flyers right now, but then you take a penalty like that and you give the Knights an opportunity to get in there. Good shot there, just misses wide as Campbell will regain the rebound. Sends Sanchez for a ride here as he just cuts back and forth. Mossy, Nicholson. Mossy again looks for Campbell. Campbell looks for Nicholson. Shot, short side was there. but Cormier got into position at the last second, lunging himself over. Like Marc-Andre Fleury on that one. Looks like we're going to have a whistle here. Puck hopped into the Knights bench, and the whistle will, or the face-off, excuse me, will come outside of the Flyers zone. Good puck movement so far in the Knights power play as they look to continue the momentum. McPherson. Campbell tips it down low. McKenzie. Carson McKenzie getting rewarded. Playing great so far. One of the best games I've seen Carson this year. Long shot. Mossy. Tipped by McKenzie. Confused Cormier a bit. Good job by McKenzie to just create some havoc. Mossy up top again to Nicholson. Nicholson's going to look cross ice to Campbell. Campbell to Nicholson. Nicholson back door. Quick shot by McPherson up and out and to the boards. Wheelers first one there, and that's going all the way back. Knights are going to change. Flyers are going to change. And the Knights are going to try to attack again. Nicholson stays on. That one gets to Griffin. Now Mossy. He'll take the zone himself. Walks in tight. Backhander. Sharkey just missed high glove. Attacking off the rush. 30 seconds left now. Sharkey's pinned up. Collette grabs the stick of Murphy. No penalty on the call. Griffin walks in right into the gut, and Cormier will get a much-needed whistle with 19 seconds left to go on the bench minor for too many men. Shots 15-15 with 4:27 left to go in the first. Griffin looks cross ice, doesn't get it. Murphy tries to spin and fire, and he doesn't get that either, but Weber does. Weber. Good job by Andy Thompson to step up. Dagger will come off the bench. That was too many men, but Flyers getting a break on that one as there's some confusion on the bench there too. Thatcher Hughes, first one to the puck. Now Weber, now Thompson. Thompson looks for Hughes. Hughes has it. He'll start the attack. Hughes in on a 1-on-4. Gets taken down. No penalty on the play. So Dagger will try to exit his zone. Only gets as far as Hughes before the puck hops back. And now McDonald will just try to chip it forward to Johnson. McDonald again. Down behind the goal. Moncton's the first one there. Is Sturgeon. Sturgeon turns it over. Quick shot. McGuigan into the glove of Cormier. And that's not a turnover you want to give, but Cormier's up to the task, so the game remains tied. Ryan Dwyer turns it over, and here comes Cam White with Boudreau. Mossy in between. Shot off the low pad. Great job by McGuigan to beat his man Leger back to the open puck. Really stopping a scoring opportunity there was McGuigan, as that one easily could have ended up in the back of the net. White. Pierce meets him in the corner, and they'll battle for it. White now battling with Smith before he spins and gains some room. Smith finds Ryan Dwyer. He'll chip it up to himself. Dwyer puts it through the legs of Sanchez, and he'll keep going. He gains the blue line of the Flyers, puts it inside out on Sanchez again. But finally, the Flyers are able to strip Ryan Dwyer of the puck. Campbell crosses the center ice line, now the blue line. Still with it is Ross Campbell, cycling it down low to McPherson, who will get to work from behind the net. McPherson pressured hard by Hendrickson. Sanchez is back there too. Sanchez, the defensive forward. So he played defense last time he was here at the Bell Alliance Center. Flyers only with 13 skaters that time. Cormier takes a hit there, and half of him ends up into the Knights bench. Cam Walsh tries to move it up and out of the zone, but Cormier gets to it now. Sturgeon shot right into the glove of Bradley, and he'll watch that one into the mitten. He'll hold on with just under 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Shots now 16-17 for the guest Flyers. Knights' next home game is right here again, Sunday, 1:45. Won't want to miss that. It's a rematch. The Knights and the Vitoes from the semifinal of the 40th annual Monctonian Championship. Close game, maybe closer than it should have been, but nonetheless, the Knights escaped with the victory in that one thanks to Ross Campbell, and that really propelled them to win the whole tournament. That one too fast for Finn Morris. Goes by his stick, and Knights are going to have to do some work here now. A turnover that shouldn't have happened did, and now they're finally getting out of their zone. Carson McKenzie dumps it in to the glove hand side of Cormier, who will let that one go, and he'll let Johnson get to it first. Johnson looks up ice to Wheeler. Wheeler sees his man Cormier cross ice. Cormier walks in, looks for his man again, but doesn't find him. Wheeler backhander on net, and puck hops out to Jonah McDonald. 30 seconds left. Sharkey takes a run and ends up in the Knights bench himself. Bodies flying all over the place in this one. Sharkey with it again, turns and fires, offsides the call. 15 seconds left to go now. As we see a Knight banged up on the side of the bench, a stick and a glove on the ice. That's never a good sign, but here comes Boudreau. Good job to angle him out to the corner, and with 0.9 seconds left, we're going to have a whistle as Hudson Bradley decides it's best to calm things down and put a glove to it. Not sure who that is on the Knights bench. It's Dawson Sharkey. So it doesn't look good. Looks like it was his right hand. Something happened there as time expires. We'll have a meeting of the minds down by the Knights goal. And just like that, from 0-0, it's 1-1. So on goals from Campbell and Wheeler, two of the league's most intense rivals are tied after two. Shots 16-19 now for the Flyers as we head to the intermission break. We'll see you back here in around 15 minutes.
Shots on goal in the second period. For the Flyers, 12, and for the Knights, 7.
Welcome back, Knights fans, for period 3 in a close battle between the Moncton Rally Motors Flyers and your Charlottetown Bulk Carriers Knights. Both goalies playing strong so far. Hudson Bradley stopping 18 out of 19 and Simon Cormier stopping 15 out of 16. The storyline heading into the intermission was about Dawson Sharkey. He is trying to come back. Puck hit his hand and cut him open, so getting medical attention right now, but he is planning to come back for the rest of the third period. We'll keep an eye on that for you as puck's dumped into Cormier, and he'll cover up early on in the third period. As we mentioned, the Knights' next home game is 2 days from now, Sunday, 1:45 puck drop versus the St. John Vitoes. Should be a interesting matchup. You don't know what you're getting with the Vitoes. Sometimes it's a blowout, sometimes it's a neck-and-neck game, so it'll definitely be worth the while to come down to the Bell Alliance Center for that one. If you haven't gotten your season pass already, make sure to email us at charlottownnights@gmail.com or message us on our Facebook page, or you could buy them right here on your way into the game, and we'll get you all sorted out for the remainder of the Knights season. Pass over, that was McPherson getting his blocked shot. Leger moves it over, intercepted by Murphy. He'll try to go on net, but a penalty upcoming. Gonna be a hook. Looks like it's gonna be, it might be on the Flyers. No, it's gonna be on Owen McPherson of the Knights. Looks like the referee didn't like the way that McPherson dealt with his man. So Owen will sit for 2 and give yet another opportunity here for this Moncton power play. They've been pretty quiet so far. 0 for 3 on the man advantage this game. Knights 0 for 2 on theirs. Wheeler. Hendrickson. Good job by the Knights. Mossy's going to turn and fire that one, but that hops out of play, and the faceoff's going to come all the way back down into the Knights' end. Hendrickson. Cormier back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will be the QB for this power play here as the Rally Motors Flyers are going to be working it around. Cormier once again tries to sauce it over to Hendrickson, but Wheeler gets it instead. Now Hendrickson with a shot. Good blocker save by Bradley. Puck into the corner. Smith is met by the big body of Boudreau. Boudreau 6'1", 187. And he's a 07 birth year, so at most another 2 years with him in a Flyers sweater. So 1 minute already killed off of this Owen McPherson penalty. Flyers not able to get anything inside of that home plate area that we often talk about. That's where most chances and goals come from. It's all about the traffic inside of that area, and the, don't want to call them garbage goals, but the rebounds or the tips, you know, the ones that aren't going to make the highlight reel, but the ones that definitely make a difference. Pierce gets his stick lifted. McGuigan will try to rim it out. Only gets to White. Now McGuigan again will finally get that one down towards Cormier, and the Knights will go for a change. Off comes McGuigan and on comes Campbell. Ross Campbell, he'll be the first one down on the forecheck before that's moved up to Sturgeon. He gets pressured though by Cam Walsh. Cam Walsh joined by Evan Nicholson. Quick pass, good shot there, but not good enough as Bradley was up to the task. McPherson out of the box and he's ready to go. McPherson has Nicholson and Campbell trailing. McPherson still with it now in the corner. Nicholson to Campbell. Shot just off mark with that one. Net comes off a little bit, but the officials continue the play. Sturgeon misses his pass. Morris will be the first one to it, and he'll rim that all the way down to Cormier. And Cormier will lay it off behind the cage. Murray turns the wheels on before moving it over to Boudreau. Benoit Boudreau behind the net to Wheeler. He'll take a check, though, from the Knights, and now Harper will just chip that one up and out. Sturgeon again now with it. Back and forth hockey early on in the third frame between the Knights and the Flyers. Chipped into the blocker side of Bradley. Ryan Dwyer's the first one back for it. Bradley will stop that one and lay it off for Justin Smith, but he slides it through his feet, and Harper will have to just chip it back towards Nathan Mossy behind the Knights' cage. Mossy to Harper. That one rolls off his stick. Mossy's going to have to go again. This time he finds McDonald, and McDonald will chip it in towards Cormier. Now Smith. Nice chip play there. Justin Smith, his second year in the league, still hasn't found the net once in his NBPEI career, but his defensive game makes up for it, being one of the most heavily relied on defensemen in the league, and he's only an 06, so definitely a bright future ahead for Smitty, the Rouen-Noranda Huskies draft pick. Cam White. He'll look to bring it down low, but that one hops out in front, and Collette will have to hustle in to keep that inside of the Knights' end. Puck out in front, good save by Bradley on the jam play, and Mossy will just turn and fire it down, and he'll take the icing with 14:40 left to go in the third period. Shots now 20-17 for the Flyers. Good save there by Bradley. Mossy will get it behind the net, and he'll look to move it up ice to Griffin. Griffin will lay it off for Murphy. Murphy has McKenzie with him. Murphy tries to take it to the outside. He's taken down. No arm goes up, though. So play will stay on. Murphy then levels his man. Takes him hard to the ice. The pressure's definitely starting to build on both of these teams to get a goal. Morris hands it off to Thompson. Thompson will try to shoot that one down. It hits a body, though, and Hendrickson will be there. Weber now for the Flyers. Gets that one poked away. Great joint effort there by Nicholson and Morris to pressure and really just evacuate that area. Campbell crosses the blue line, walks in, trying to create some chances here. Drops it to Morris. Morris will walk the blue line, load up, take a shot. Tipped there by, I believe that was Campbell, but Cormier got to it. Morris again tries to push one in. Doesn't get there, though, as Murray will intercept that, and he'll just float one in behind the net. Thompson tries to rim, but the winger McPherson isn't there in time. Now he is. Tries to cause some harm for Cormier. Doesn't work, though, and Wheeler's going to try to cycle down low. Puts one in front off the skate of Bradley and back behind the cage where Andy Thompson will battle for it. Finn Morris back there as well with Nicholson and Sanchez and Cormier. Sanchez and Morris still going at it now before Wheeler intervenes, and he'll try to create some opportunities himself. Nicholson with the puck out in front of the cage has to get rid of that one fast and out of harm's way. Campbell with a great job to reach around him and tip that one down behind his own back. McGuigan can't get anything going in the Flyers' half of the ice. Johnson will sidestep him, and a hook as Thatcher Hughes is going to head to the box. Both officials with their hands up, so be interesting to see if they got different calls or just the one on Hughes, but I believe it's going to be Thatcher Hughes for the hook. Yep. And once again, Knights are going to go to the PK. Another opportunity for the Flyers. Another shutdown needed for the Knights. Cam White. That one takes a weird hop, and Colette's going to have to regroup on the blue line. Colette again now with it up top. Floater of a shot in, sitting on the back of the net here. Flyers have it again. Down low. Nice bumper play there by Daigle, but isn't able to get the tap back pass, and Bradley's going to have to cover up with 1:31 now left on the Thatcher Hughes minor for hooking. Puck in the corner, hops up to Hendrickson. Captaining this Moncton squad, he'll dish it off to Cormier. Cormier to Hendrickson. Hendrickson takes a shot, good block by Murphy. Rebound to Cormier. That one takes a hop and bounces around in front of Bradley before the Flyers are able to settle it down again. Hendrickson, Wheeler on that half wall. Good block there by Andy Thompson though. And he'll stay intact on this diamond penalty kill strategy. Wheeler. Hendrickson, shot, good save by Bradley, rebound right out to McKenzie, or Campbell, excuse me, and he'll turn and fire. Zachary Boudreau to Hendrickson. Hendrickson is Cormier behind him. Good job there though. That was Owen McPherson getting the stick in on the forecheck, and he'll just delay and delay. McPherson takes a stumble. Weber comes in, shoots, good blocker save by Bradley. Rebound right on the tape of Boudreau, but bounces over. Another blocker save by Bradley, this time standing up. And just like that, another good kill for the Knights. Penalty kill so far this game is a perfect 4 for 4. Thatcher Hughes will jump the boards and head back to the bench, and now Nicholson, McPherson, and Campbell are going to get to work. Nicholson shot right into the breadbasket of Cormier. Hops out momentarily though, but he'll cover it up. 10-13 left to go. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shots now 26-19 for the Flyers. Pierce, good job by him to tip one up in front. But Wheeler's going to have it, and he's going to stride his way into the Knight zone. Good stick there by Campbell, stop Cormier from that opportunity, and Pierce is going to lay it off to Griffin, but not for long as that one hops off a Griff stick. Nicholson, he'll pressure Moret behind the cage. Griffin will meet him there. Now Nicholson with a shot and another one right into the stomach of Cormier. They aren't making it too difficult for him here. All the shots that the Knights have had have been right at Simon Cormier. The 2007 goalkeeper has a 3-4 record so far this season with a .362 goals against average and an .836 save percentage. These Knights get ready to go on the attack again, but head coach Luke Beck just has another thought to share towards the officials' way as they intervene about something. One matter or another on the ice. The Knights get control off that draw. Long shot by Smith. Good job, but Cormier bobbles the rebound and will keep playing. Another puck up in front, but Cormier gets a glove to that one, and he'll make sure to seal it up. Other end of the ice, we got Hudson Bradley, so battle of the rookie netminders tonight. Bradley off to a better start than Cormier. 5-1 for number 30 for the Knights. the .235 goals against and a .920 save percentage. Him and Kiefer Thompson have both just been outstanding for the Knights. Thompson, a third-year player, 05 born. He's 7-0 with the .237 and a .924 save percentage. Kiefer also drafted to the Moncton Wildcats, pick 96, or 98, excuse me, in the 2021 QMJHL entry draft. Turn and a fire there, but that one takes a wild ride off a stick, and Smith will let it bobble over his stick, and back we go. Smith looking for an outlet, finds one. Here come the Knights. And that was Dawson Sharkey with his first touch of the period. Sharkey back out on the ice, wearing number 7 now, though, instead of 21, just for everybody at home. Must be blood on the jersey or something, but yeah, Sharkey's had to change numbers from his 21 to Isaac Voss's number 7. Isaac just made his return to the Islanders lineup last night after dealing with a upper body injury, out 4 to 6 weeks, but he made his return. Played good too, logging a lot of minutes is Vossi. Just good, that's what you got to do with the young players. Now it's a wraparound try by Wheeler. Bradley just got to skate to it. Puck's just sitting there, bouncing in and out. Still no whistle as Mossy has it now in the corner. McGuigan. He'll turn, puck rolls off his stick though, and it momentarily stays in the Knights zone before McKenzie gets it, and he'll meet Cormier right at the red line in front of the scorekeeper's box. All the way down, Bradley now lays it off. Morris. Good pass by Finn, and he finds a streaking Ryan Dwyer. Cuts to the inside, isn't able to do anything though, as the Flyers captain Hendrickson will block him off. Murphy now joins. Both captains in the corner for this scrum. Sanchez. He'll go out with it now. He'll lay it off for Zach Wheeler. Carson McKenzie will block him from doing so though, and now Murphy's going to come back the other way for the Knights, a 1-on-4. Murphy gets through all of them, and then a grab on the jersey, and the Knights are going to go to the power play. Hudson Bradley heads to the bench, and only momentarily though, as the Flyers touch up as soon as Hudson gets to the bench, and now the Knights are going to get to go back the other way with a man advantage of their own. It's going to be a holding call, holding the jersey for Hendrickson. So the captain, both captains, minor penalties this game. The Knights killed theirs off. Now the Flyers look to do the same. Nicholson on the draw against Sanchez. Nicholson will win it. He'll curl it, but only gets to the stick of O'Brien. Finn Morris, the lone defenseman on this penalty kill for the Knights. Campbell. Here comes Nicholson, streaking over the blue line, pulls up, spins past Sanchez, drops it. McPherson, Morris activating. Would have been a good shot opportunity, but puck got caught in Finn's skate, so no opportunity. Morris, Campbell on the half wall to Nicholson. Wait, shoots off the shoulder of Cormier. Nicholson had another look. Him and Ross love those cross-seam passes, and Evans shot the majority today, but Cormier's had his number so far. Well, we're going to stay with this unit. Still 80 seconds left on this power play as that one hops off of Finn's skate, and Zach Wheeler's going to try for it, but Finn eventually beats him in the foot race, and Ross Campbell's going to have to hoe back and regroup. Morris with it now. Up the middle of the ice to Nicholson, and surprise, Nicholson finds Campbell. Campbell dumps it in McGuigan. Campbell. McGuigan. Down low to McPherson. Back to Campbell. Campbell's going to look cross ice. Finds Andy Thompson. Now Campbell again. Looks for Nicholson. Doesn't get it, but Nicholson will fight and he'll maintain possession for Caden McGuigan. He gets pinned up on the boards though, and Wheeler's going to evade the zone with that one, and it's a 2-on-2 now. Wheeler in on Thompson. Scores! Wheeler used the Defenseman Thompson as a screen, and that's going to be a shorthanded goal for Moncton. Zach Wheeler on the 2-on-2, cut in towards the middle of the ice, used Andy Thompson as a screen and shot it by the low blocker, Hudson Bradley, to make this 2-1 for the Flyers. Another one in on Hudson Bradley, laid off to Andy Thompson. Flew wide, but now Cam White's in. That one flies off his stick, turn and a fire, but that was Boudreau just missing that one wide. Sharkey's going to tap it back now. And Thompson's going to wheel up the ice on his own. Andy Thompson avoids a hip check of Collette, and he'll keep going in, but that one's going to be cleared to center and actually over the stick of Jonah McDonald and all the way back down to Bradley. We keep playing though. Pierce scanning, and he finds Sharkey on the half wall. Sharkey wearing the number 7. Now Sharkey with it, tips it in towards Cormier. He'll fire one up into Pierce. Sanchez tries to stop him, isn't able to. Sharkey tries to lay it off for Hughes. Doesn't connect, and now Sharkey with it again. Crosses the blue line. Dawson Sharkey gets ridden into the boards by Sturgeon. Sharkey will fall on him, and we'll have a whistle here with 4:16 left to go as a meeting of the minds happens down to the blocker side of Cormier. Ryan Dwyer against Austin Sanchez for the Flyers, and they're going to battle for it again. Sanchez himself comes out with it. Alternate captain for the Flyers this year, alongside Jonah Leard, Cam White, and their captain is Thomas Hendrickson. McKenzie. Cormier blows a tire, so that allows McKenzie to enter the zone with ease now. Kirsch down low. Gets bumped. Dwyer's in there to help him. Puck hops out to Pierce. Pressured though by Boudreau coming off the bench for Cormier. Cormier now needing the new skate blade. Puck out in front. Thatcher Hughes isn't able to convert, and Boudreau's going to turn and fire, and that one's going to go all the way down the ice, where icing is called. Just barely, the puck squeaking over the goal line, but good enough, as with 3:26 left to go. Knights find themselves losing for the first time in a while, down 2-1. And surprise, surprise, it's Nicholson, Campbell, and McPherson, and it's McPherson who gets it. He'll rim it around, too fast, or too hot to handle for Campbell. Mossy one-hands that one, keeps it inside. Nicholson in on goal, backhand, good pad save by Cormier. Nicholson didn't get the height on that he wanted, but Nathan Mossy's looking to help him out. Boudreau crosses the red line. Two Knights collide. Campbell and Mossy intertwine with each other, and they both hit the ice. Both seem to be okay, though, as they're going to go again. Offside is the call on that. McPherson was a blade length offside, but he has it again now. Now Mossy with it. No one on that side of the ice, though. Cam White, great job on the forecheck there. Delays the Knights' breakout. Still haven't been able to enter the zone cleanly for the Knights' top line. Campbell turns. He'll take on his man, tries to go through him, gets taken down, no arm up. Smith for the Knights. He'll stop, and he'll find Nicholson on the far side. Evan Nicholson in on Hendrickson. Will stop, curl, shoot. Ross Campbell gets in the way. Back out to Nicholson, though. Nicholson try to stuff one in low. That one gets poked away just in time. Sanchez down low. Turns and fires as Sharkey. Doesn't make anything happen, and that one goes all the way up around the beam, so we'll keep playing. Didn't hit anything while up in the air. Cormier, 141 now. It's an empty net, too. It's a 6-on-5. Morris for the Knights. Smith, McDonald. He'll wait, and he'll go. There's the rim to Griffin. Griffin has Sharkey below the goal line. Elects to go up top to Smith, to Morris. He gets taken down, but he keeps it in. Morris to Griffin, tries a bank play, doesn't happen though. It's the puck stuck behind the net now with 1:10 left to go. Murphy. Flyers doing a great job of pinning this one up as puck hops up to Finn Morris. Across to Justin Smith. They'll elect to just bounce one down loose. Puck comes up top. Morris shot. Good block there by the Flyers defenseman. Moray. He's going to pin it again. 44 seconds left to go now. Knights get it with Griffin. Griffin's going to put out top to Smith. Smith with a shot. Good block there. And now the Flyers got an opportunity. Weber dishes it to Wheeler. Wheeler wasn't expecting it though, and Weber's going to try to go for it, but he overskates it. Smith turns and fires to Sharkey. Sharkey can't get there in time. McDonald. 15 seconds left to go. Murphy in his own end. Lays it off. Now 10 to go. Knights got to get a puck on net here. Shot on to Cormier. Good whistle, but with 3 seconds left, 2-1. Collette's going to pin, and that's going to do it. The Knights, after going 11-0 after their first 2 games, lose. So they fall to 12-2. Flyers pick up their 7th win of the year, and they improve to 7-6, 2-1. The Knights don't like it either, especially after such a hard-fought game, but hats off to the Flyers for a valiant effort here, and they'll pick up their win and keep them in the chase for first place after the Knights. The Knights are the team to beat, and the Flyers did it today as they fly over the bench to celebrate Simon Cormier on his 4th win to make his record an even 4-4. So the Flyers escape with this one, but the Knights get a chance to start that streak all over again this Sunday at 1:45. So on behalf of Universum Media and myself, Luke Much, we thank you all for listening, and we hope to see you this Sunday, 1:45, same place, and it should be another good one.